CNN, Harry Enton. We play a lot of his clips. I couldn't find this one for today, but Harry Enton is freaking out because Americans who think the country is on the right track under Trump is going through the roof. And that must drive the people on the left crazy.
Sure it is.
CNN senior data reporter Harry Enton said earlier today on CNN's News Central that the percentage of Americans who believe the country is on the right track is through the roof in President Trump's second term. Again, that's not something you're going to see on ABC, CBS, NBC. Normally, you won't see that on CNN outside of Harry Enton or MSNBC or the New York Times, Washington Post.
Washington Post.
Enton said, all we talk about is how unpopular Donald Trump is. And again, he acknowledges that's all they cover outside of what he does because he deals with numbers. But in reality, he's basically more popular than he was at any point in term number one and more popular than when he won the election just a few months ago, back in November 2024. What are we talking about? He says his set of favorable rating right now comes in at -4 points. Compare that to where it was November 2024, and it was -7, or March 2017 when it was -10. So when you compare Trump against himself, he's actually closer to the apex than he is to the bottom of the trough. And of course, that's so important because Donald Trump, historically speaking, has had his numbers underestimated. So they admit that they underestimate him on purpose. The bottom line is the American people say we are on the right track. Those numbers are through the roof. If you want to compare it to when presidents have historically been reelected, of course, Trump is not constitutionally eligible to run for re-election, but I think it sort of puts it in perspective. A lot of the country says the country is on the right track when the incumbent party is reelected. So there you have it.
President, he's taking numbers and he's not taking prisoners this time.
Yeah,
that's the big difference. That's exactly what's happening with him.
And again, it's something that he wasn't able to do in the first term.
No, of course not.
Because I think, being a little green to politics and how things are run. And
staring down potentially 8 years of re-election. No re-election this time.
Right.
Big difference. I know I'd feel that way.
And not only that, but all the backstabbing going on from the bureaucracy inside of Washington that was already there, that was entrenched, kind of made it difficult that first term. Got a lot of stuff done, but I think that 4-year break where we really got to sit back and watch, everybody got to see what Democrats are really like, right, Slick?
Oh, yeah.
What they show us?
Yeah, well, they show us they're backstabbers, they're slime, you can't trust them. Everything you can imagine. Well, listen, unfortunately, we had a few on the right side too. There, some rhinos. He picked out those guys too.
Yeah.
Believe me, he's eyeing them up. Plus, look, he really set up his own team this time.
Yeah.
Last time he kind of, this guy's good. This guy, he didn't know. It's like anything. You walk into your first day on the job. You don't really know who to trust. Can you trust that girl making my coffee? Can you trust this guy here to keep the bathroom door locked?
Right.
Little stupid things like that. Much higher level for the president, of course. But what I'm saying is that, he really didn't know what he was walking into. You know the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And one thing he's not going to have is shame on him. That's how I feel.
Yeah.